In this video, I'm going to show you my process in coming up with this cute and creepy design right here. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juno with Detour Shirts. This channel is all about helping you design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you want to learn how to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. So in this video, I wanted to show you my process on coming up with a design. I show you trends all the time. A couple weeks ago or a few weeks ago, I showed you a trend called cute and creepy. So I'm gonna do it for myself. I'm gonna show you my process on how I come up with this design. This process is just looking on the internet, getting ideas, coming up with ideas, and then iterating, which means keep making it better, and you'll see my process on how I do that. You're going to want to stay till the end so that you can see the full and final product, as well as another edition of trend credits. I'm going to share with you a trend that's trending right now on Amazon that you may want to design for. So lots to see in this video. Let's get started right now. So the first thing I like to do is to do research, and the best way to do research, at least for me, is to go on Google and just type in the things I'm looking for. So first I'm gonna look for cute. We're doing cute but creepy, right? I think I said cute and creepy before, but it's cute but creepy. So cute here, I just look and see which ones, there's a lot of cats here. So I'm pretty familiar with Kawaii stuff. I draw them all the time. But I still like to go on here and kind of get the idea of what is cute? What does cute mean? And I would take some of these things here, not to copy them, but just for inspiration. So one thing you can do is just click on here and then drag this to your desktop and then drag it to Affinity Designer to kind of get an idea of what cute is, kind of different ideas of cute, right? How do they draw the eyes for cute? How does it, the smile for cute? Do you need lashes, the mouth for cute? All these kinds of things. Cute clip art, there's lots of cats, so I'm probably going to do a cat on this one, but you can do whatever animal you want, right, depending on which one you want. So next thing I'm going to type in is creepy. So remember, we're doing cute but creepy, and kind of look for different things that make things creepy, right? So you got some blood drippings here, some crazy eyes, crazy smiles, right? That's kind of creepy, both crazy eyes and crazy smiles. And just look through here, kind of select things that you think are cute but creepy. If you like this one, again, drag it to your desktop, save it, and we're gonna look at different things for cute and creepy and kind of make a list. I'll show you what I do later on. And then, of course, if you have cute but creepy, there may be a search here that things are cute but creepy, and you can see, bones, again, drippings, long horns, these kind of symbols, kind of creepy, right? Let's look at these here. Again, big eyes, horns, stars, blood dripping. So lots of different things can make something cute into cute and creepy, right? So take a look at the colors as well. So this is where you can get some good color palettes and things like that. Good ideas, horns. This is kind of cute and creepy at the same time, right? Same as these. So find your favorites on here. Kind of figure out what you're doing. You could do a cute but creepy ghost, right? So this is where I do my research. I take a little bit of time here. Don't go too far. You can take about maybe 5-10 minutes, and that's it. That's all you really need. I'm probably going to save 5 to 6 of these for each one, for cute, for creepy, and for cute but creepy. And I'll show you what I got. I'm going to bring it into Affinity Designer, and I'll show you what I have after that. So here I am on Affinity Designer. You can see I made my different artboards for different sections here. This is cute. So you can see I took a lot of cat designs here, a lot of cat clip art. After looking at that searches, I noticed that there were a lot of cats. So I think I'm gonna try my hand at cats. So here it is, some cat inspiration, right? So I'm not gonna copy any of these exactly, but these are just gonna help me know what a cute cat looks like, right? With the big eyes, the smile, those kinds of things. This isn't a cat, but I thought these eyes are really cute, right? So the next thing I got here is creepy. So you might have seen some of these when I was searching. You see the colors, the smiles, some of those things, wings, right? Things that make it just a little more creepy. Some of these symbols here, like this moon symbol, skulls, right? And then cute and creepy. So I found these Multiple eyes are pretty creepy, right? So, you know, teeth, fangs are pretty creepy. You got wings on a cat. So these are some cat ones that I found that are cute and creepy. Really cool with the wings, drippings, you know, half moon, I think pretty creepy, skulls and things like that. So once I found all of these, now I can kind of write down what is cute and creepy and what do I want to do. So this is what I wrote. I'm probably going to do a cat with wings, you know, a cat with two heads. I'm going to try that. Some symbols around the cat, maybe on their forehead like I saw in there, or around. And then multiple eyes, I might play with that. It might be tough to make it cute and creepy with multiple eyes. The half moon, I saw that a lot with the moon or the crescent moon. And then horns, I think I could add some horns on there to make it a little more creepy. So that's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to go into my Procreate on my iPad and then just sketch it out. And I'll show you what I come up with after I sketch it out. Just going to be a real quick sketch. It's not going to be anything super, you'll see, it's not going to be anything fabulous at the beginning. This is just a sketch to kind of get me an idea where the head is going to be, what the body's going to do, and things like that. So that's the next step, sketch it out on Procreate. So here's the real quick sketch I did in Procreate. You can see I did it with a light pencil first, and then I came over with inks just to make it darker. You could do it whatever way you want, but this is just to show me, kind of help me, where am I going to put the two heads? How is the wings going to work? Am I going to have two tails? Where's the feet going to go? So this isn't my final. This is just to help me draw it again on here. Now you can draw it on Procreate itself, but I'm more familiar with Affinity Designer, and so I'm going to show you how to use it from Procreate to Affinity Designer. So I just exported it to my computer from Procreate, and then I brought it in. You can see just this file right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to lighten it, just like that, so I can have it in the background. And then I'm going to start drawing in my shapes. So I'm going to zoom in here. You can go Command +++, and then move it around. And I'm just going to use this pen tool right here and then kind of pin it in, so like that. And of course I'm going to use something thicker. So this is my stroke right here, stroke, and I'm probably going to go like 6 point. You can use whatever you want, but 6 on this one is good. And then I can just start drawing, right? So if I want to draw the ear, I can go up here like this. And the reason I do that is so I can move it around later. So if I don't want the ear here now, I can just, you know, let's say I don't want the horn, I could move the ear up here like that. So this is going to take me a little while, but I like doing this just to have it here. I can draw the eyes. Let me show you, right? Just with circles, and kind of place it in there, the right size. So this is just overlay right now, and then I'm gonna go in with finer detail with these strokes and things, and then kind of just copy that. So I'm not going to show you exactly how to do that. You can do that on your own, but I'll show you what happens after I do that when I have just all my strokes, all my lines in from Affinity Designer. So here we are after I outlined the whole thing. You can see all of these are strokes, right? The reason I like doing that is now they're all equal weight, right? So if you're using the same stroke, you have the same weight here. These are not strokes, these are just fills, right? Some of them are fills like the nose and things, but most of these are strokes. I'm gonna just look at this and kind of think like, how can I improve it? How can I make it a little better? So one of the things I thought was the horns could be a little more creepy. We saw some of those things back there with the clip art, that the horns that were really creepy, that I thought were really creepy, were kind of curved horns. And so I'm gonna try and do more curved horns here. And then I wanna outline this so that I can put a stroke around it and maybe a background. So if I put a background around it right now, you can see if I put like a circle behind it, you won't see anything because there's not a white fill on all of these. So what I would have to do is, what I have to do is I'm gonna trace around here, and this may take a little while, so I'm not gonna show you on here, but I'm gonna zoom in, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start clicking on here, and then just draw a shape that's around the whole thing, right? Like this, but a lot better. So offline, I'm gonna do this shape around here, around the whole thing, so that I have a white background behind it, so you can see the black circle behind the shape. And then I'm gonna change these horns so that it's more creepy. So let's get to that point. So here we are, I added the curved horns here, so I think that's just a little more creepy, and I added this line here to make it look like it's popping out of its head, which I think is a little more creepy too. You'll notice that I have this white background. If I move it here, you can see that's a white background, right? Let's move it back. And then I outlined that background with white, so you can see there's two actually, so you can see that white outline right here, so that when I put this circle behind it, it doesn't just touch the black outline. So that's why I'm doing it like that. You can see right there. I'm gonna start coloring this now, so I'm kind of happy with this the way it is right here. You could just stop right here and do a black and white version of it. I think this is really okay, but I'm gonna start adding color. So one of the things I can do here, I saw the color palette. One of the things that I like is just kind of a magenta and a black and a gray. I think that would be really cool. So you can see this horn is white. I can do it just magenta, kind of shades of magenta, right? And I can do the same thing here, kind of just shades of magenta. Let's see, these could be magenta as well, just real easy, go like that. Some of the other things gonna take me a while, like I wanna color inside of this wing a magenta, so I'll show you how to do this one here. Like, all you have to do is take your pen tool, kind of come around here like this. Just do one wing. We won't show you everything. And this is really sloppy because I'm trying to do it fast. You may want to go in here and do it a little better, but. All right, so there's that. And we'll color it magenta. Now you want to make it behind the black lines, right? So click on here, do Command X, and then click on the white background right here. And then you're going to want to paste it. So that's Command V. Command V will actually paste it in front of the thing that you last selected. Okay, if you didn't know that. So that's why I selected you want it in front of that white background, but behind all these other things, right? You don't want it in front of these lines here. So that's how you do that. I'm going to do the same thing for the ear here. So if I want something behind this ear and do it right here behind the black lines, I would draw something like this, Command X, and then Command V in front of the white background. Okay, so I'm gonna take it to that point. I'm gonna start coloring this and you'll see kind of the color choices I made, what things I'm coloring. I'm gonna leave the cat white. You could probably make it black, but because I have a black outline and stroke, it's gonna be really hard to see that black on black. So I kind of want the contrast of the black and white, and so I'm gonna leave the cat white. Okay, so we got to that point where I colored the horns, the ears, the wings here. I even colored in here just to give it some color for it to stand out because the whole thing was white. I wanted to add some color here. I made the background, the circle, just a little lighter gray. You can see it's not a full black. And then I made this outline kind of pink right here. So it's not a white outline. I thought it gave it some nice contrast to give it the pink and the black. The next thing I'm gonna do, I mean, you could just stop right here, but I'm gonna keep going. The next thing I'm gonna do is kind of add some shadows. So there's gonna be a shadow here, right? Because there's a body, it kind of comes in. I wanna do some shadows on the ear, right? Because it's inside here. Maybe some shadows on the horn as well. Some shadows down here, right? I'll show you how to do one. So let's go in here. It's the same way as drawing these colors, but I'm just gonna make it a shadow color. So I'm gonna zoom in here. And then just take in my pen tool, right, and just draw like this, holding down Control and clicking so that I can go back here and like that. Okay, and then because this is white, I like to use the gray as shadows, so I'm just gonna do, you know, maybe 30 right there. And then again, I'm gonna Command X and then click on the white and again Command V, so you can see the black is still there. So that's my shadow right here. And I'm gonna do more and more shadows around the thing. I probably do a shadow on the face and right here, right here. Just kind of remember where your source of light is. So my source is gonna be right here in the middle. So when it's shining down, it's gonna cast a shadow here. It may cast a shadow here. You know, this head is kind of blocking this wing, that kind of thing. So have fun with this. I'm gonna add shadows now. That's gonna take me a little while, so I'll show you what I get after that. So we're back here. You can see I added the shadows. You'll see the shadow right here, right? That the horn makes, the shadow on the wings, shadow on the face and the neck, like I said, and there's that shadow I made earlier with the tail and things. One of the things I noticed though when I was doing the shadows is the two heads and the body kind of give it a heart shape, and so instead of a circle, I put a heart in the background. And because I put a heart there, kind of to make it cute, I also changed the symbol on the inside. So instead of that upside down star, I thought I'd do two hearts intertwining because there's two heads. And then this symbol is the Gemini symbol for, you know, a twin and stuff. So they're kind of twins, joined twins. So I put this Gemini symbol with the hearts kind of interlocking together. I thought it would give it kind of a nice tie-in to having two heads and twins and hearts and this shape. So that's kind of my change on this one. The next thing and the last thing we're gonna have to do is see what this looks like on a black t-shirt. So let's zoom back out here. I'm gonna put a black background behind the whole thing, just like this in the back, and make it black. And you're gonna wanna see if it stands out. So right away, this heart kind of doesn't stand out. So I may wanna make this pink, make it a different color. Yeah, that stands out a little better, maybe lighter pink like that. And then maybe this background right here, that stroke, maybe that might be white because I already have pink on here. So I'm gonna play around with the colors and show you exactly what I came up with for the final version. So here we are, this is the final version. Just like I said, I did the pink. I think that worked out well, and then turned the outline into white right there. And then I changed that drop shadow so you can see behind here, kind of that shadow underneath this. It was darker before. I changed that to like a darker pink. So that's the only changes I did. I'm pretty happy with this right here. I'm going to just stop right now. So there's some times where you just like, of course I could come back and, you know, make more tweaks. Should I put something on the tail? Should I put something on here? At some point you're going to have to tell yourself, this is enough, this is good enough, and put it on something, put it on some products, and just put it out there and hope that people buy it, and then work on the next one, right? So lots more things I could have done here. You know, I could have tried and put like a third eye, like I said, would have been creepy too, but I like the way that it turned out. So I'm gonna stop here, and I like this color palette and the shadow. So each one of these steps kind of added more and more to it, and that's kind of how you, at least how I do it. I start off with a concept, cute but creepy, and kind of draw a sketch first, and then keep changing it and keep changing it until there's something that I'm happy with. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be something that when you look at it, it's like, yes, I think this could go on something, and I'm happy to put this on a product and move on to the next one. Because I think as far as artists, at least for me, I know there's always some things that I could change. I could make little tweaks and little tweaks, but if you're just doing little tweaks, you're probably at a point where you can stop. So this is my final product. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully this video was kind of helpful for you to see my process, and maybe you can put that into your process as well when you're creating your own design. Have fun with this. Go and do some research, do some inspiration boards, and come up with your own design. This is totally new design. You can see that I didn't copy any artwork out there. I came up with my own artwork, and that's what I suggest you should do too, because then this is an original, right? And nobody will have the same thing as you. And that's you're going to start building brand at that point. You're going to start building things that, oh, this is the style that so-and-so is doing, I like it, right? And the more and more you do these things, add more and more art, you're building your brand portfolio or your design portfolio. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for staying all the way to the end as well. And your reward for staying all the way to the end is another edition of Trend Credits. Thanks for joining me on this trend credit. Here is your trend. Mistakes help us grow. Take a look at these, some low BSRs right here. This one's just getting into it. You can see it's a sponsored ad trying to get some sales, but right here, look at those low BSRs. Low BSRs, right? Let's take a look at Merch Informer. It's getting an A, so you know it's good. If you don't have Merch Informer, I have a link in the description to Merch Informer. So if you want to get Merch Informer, you can click on that link there. Here it is again, mistakes help us grow. I took all these low BSRs, the top 10 of them, the lowest 10, and got an average for you. And this one is getting a B+. So pretty high up there. I think this is a good one for holidays as well. I think this may be a good one for school teachers and students, as well as for gifts for students and teachers. So this is under the motivation, inspiration kind of niche. So you might want to think about doing those kinds of things as well. So this is your trend for this video. Mistakes help us grow. So that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this video was really helpful for you, that you could see my step-by-step process, and maybe it will help you in designing your own stuff. If it was, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to this channel already, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there. So before I leave, I wanted to leave you with a question of the day. And the question of the day is this: where do you look for inspiration? So you saw that I just went to Google to look for inspiration, but there's lots of different places that you can go for inspiration. You could go to other pod sites. You could go to famous designers and things. You could even go and get inspiration from like Target and Walmart and things like that. Let me know in the comments, where do you go the most for inspiration? I'd love to hear it. And if you want to see more videos on how to draw or how to create t-shirts, click on these videos right here. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.